Class. Today I'll be doing page 501, number 13 and 14. So I already did the solution, but I'll just explain my thought process. So here it states that the fluid has to be topped off up when half of the original fluid remains. So here we have half, 1/2 of the initial amount, and then we have the general form here, which I just plugged in the numbers. 100% minus 2.1% every time it cycles. Now I converted the fraction here, half, to 0.5 because we were dealing with decimals here. So all I simply did was cancel out the initial amount signs because they're on both sides, and we can do that. And then we're left with just the decimals and the numbers. And then we know that we can just find the log of both sides. So we found log 0.5 and then log 0.979 to the power of t. Now we know that there's a log law, I think in class we talked about it, that states that log a to the power of t equals to t log a. So all I did here was put log 0.5 equals t log 0.979. Now we did this because we could not isolate for t up here, but if we used the log law, we could. So that explains itself. Now all we have to do is divide this side by log 0.979 to isolate for t there, and then we get log 0.5 divided by log 0.979 equals t, and then we get this answer. Now in the textbook, the answer is 33, so clearly they want us to round upwards. But does anybody in the class know why they want us to round? Just leave a comment and we'll see why. Okay, now on to question 14. So I did the same thing, I just did the solution already, and that's about it. So we know that we want $4,000 here, the amount that we want, and then we have the general form here. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so I'll just restart. So question 14. So we know that the question, well, I guess I'll start with the question. How long will it take for $2,500 to accumulate to $4,000 if it is invested at an interest rate of 6.5% compounded annually? So we know that we want $4,000 and that we have $2,500 as the initial amount. And then we have a whole 100% there, added by 6.5% but put into decimals. Now we're using decimals because the answer here will be decimals too, and also n here is represents the number of years that it'll take. So we just do the first step to isolating n would be to remove the 2,500. So we're going to divide both sides by that, and then 4,000 divided by 2,500 equals 1.6, and then we just added the 1 and the 0.065. Now we simply just did what we did in question 13, where we found the logs of both sides, and then we used the log law to isolate for n. So we have log 1.6 equals log 1.065 to the power of n, and then knowing that there's a log law, or the log law states that we can put the n in the front, so we have log 1.6 equals n log 1.065, and then we just divide by log 1.065 to isolate for n, and then we divide on both sides, and then we get log 1.6 divided by log 1.065 equals n, and then we finally get n equals 7.46, and the final answer or conclusion would be, therefore it will take 7.46 years to acquire $4,000 at an interest rate of 6.5% annually with the initial amount of $2,500. That's my video, I guess, and thank you.